Good evening. My name is Sahil, and I'm a mechatronics engineer and the CEO of Elite Robotics. So I want you to think about the last time you visited a beautiful park, a pristine golf course, or a perfectly manicured sporting field. Organisations all around the world that maintain these spaces spend billions of dollars every year making them look like this. And what is required is hundreds of people on manual mowers. It's costly, it's time-consuming, and it's extremely inefficient. At Elite Robotics, we are developing the next generation of fully automated lawnmowers, allowing these organisations to redistribute their workforce and focus on other higher priority tasks. The market for this technology in Australia is quite big. There are approximately 1,600 golf courses within Australia, and on average they spend about $1.7 million per year on lawn maintenance alone. This equates to about $1 billion per year. There are about 547 councils within Australia, and they spend between $750,000 to $12 million per year on maintaining large public spaces, such as parks and sporting fields. We know this is a big problem because there are already companies around the world trying to solve it. Right now, our three main competitors are Ambrovio, Cub Cadet, and Turflinks. We are the only ones developing this technology that suits the dry and arid conditions that we have within Australia. In addition to that, our technology is the only one that is fully autonomous. So let me explain this in a bit more detail. If we take a look at the golf course example, if you take a look at your typical hole, you often have different parts of the course that need to be cut at different heights. In addition to that, you also have obstacles that need to be avoided, such as trees, bunkers, footpaths, and maybe people walking around. Our competitors require that a perimeter wire first needs to be constructed around the boundaries of these different areas so that the robot can identify them. And this also includes mapping all the trees in each course. Furthermore, they don't use an intelligence navigation system, which means that they often mow erratic parts that leave sections of grass undermowed while certain sections overmowed. It also means that if any course needs to be readjusted, you need to dig up all the perimeter wire and reinstall it again. So in order to tackle this problem, we've assembled a world-class team full of mechanical engineers, computer scientists, mechatronics engineers, industrial designers, and PhD candidates that are world-class at developing autonomous vehicle technology. The secret to our system is SLAM. It stands for Simultaneous Localization and Mapping. It's a robot navigation technique that allows a robot to perceive an unknown environment and move around within it without needing any boundary wires to be constructed. This cutting-edge technology allows us to detect boundaries without needing any perimeter wire. It means we can track static objects and know that they're static, that we don't need to move around them. We can also identify people and decide whether they're actually going to come into the path of the lawnmower or whether it needs to move around them. It also allows us to perform terrain detection, meaning that we can ensure that every blade of grass is perfectly cut. Our target market initially is with golf courses, sporting venues, and council-maintained property. From there, we want to develop a consumer model for use within private property. Our business model is simple. We want to sell our product outright at $140,000 per unit, or $6,000 per month on a 24-month plan. So I know what you're thinking. $140,000 sounds like a lot of money, right? But if you actually take a look at the total cost of ownership for this product over a 5-year span, you actually end up saving 50% of the money as you would for a commercial manual lawnmower. Our journey started just a little over 12 months ago, and since that time, we've received the Jobs for New South Wales MVP government grant. We've also onboarded Merriweather Golf Course for a trial, and over the last 10 weeks, we've engaged with Slingshot to begin the Icon Accelerator program. Over that time, we've started our 3 trials, completed our MVP, and are currently working with the University of Newcastle, Dubbo Council, and Merriweather Golf Course. We also are in the process of developing a partnership with a distributor and manufacturer to build our cutting base for our lawnmower. The plan for the next 12 months is to get investment ready so that we can actually start low volume production of our lawnmower and begin building our larger prototypes to be used within our target industries. So if you're interested in how robotics can change the world, come and talk to myself or one of my 6 team members that are here tonight. Thank you.